all, Representing here back with another Honkai Starro video. Today I'm here with my first impressions on Sunday. So it's been a few days since Sunday did release on all servers, and practically all the moments I've had on Starro since he did release was trying to make him work on different kind of teams. Different speed tunings, different type of teams, all that kind of good stuff. And I got quite a bit to talk about, so this video is going to be covering my first impressions. And yep, that's all I wanted to say. If you guys find this video enjoyable at all, please make sure to drop a like, it will be greatly appreciated. If you haven't done so already or you are new, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icons for a future video like this. And remember to join the Discord if you haven't already. Link will be in the description below and will also be in the pinned comment. Discord has Starro mainly, but also has Genshin, Archetypes, Fake Grand Order, and you can talk about practically anything you want in the general channel. Server is relatively new, so be sure to join it. I myself am active in there pretty often, so if you want to talk to anyone, including me, go ahead and join, and let's get straight into the video. So first, let's talk about the build-up. So Sunday has been a character that's been hyped up for a long while, including me, because I have been a big fan of Sunday since his reveal. And by reveal, I don't mean the drip market. Way before that, when we found out Sunday was even going to be a character, I was like, damn, this guy looks sick. Panic only happened, I'm like, yeah, this guy's really cool. Hopefully he does become playable. So stuff happened in the story. I'm not the biggest Penacony story fan, but overall Sunday was still a really, really cool character to me. And then the drip market happened. We were so excited. We saw what he was going to do going around, and he was finally going to be this other action forward and character that had practically the same thing, and it was just kind of a combination of all the ones we had already. Well, minus Robin, because she's different. But with the light cone, you practically have the damage dealt increase and crit damage that both Sparkle and Bronya could provide. Instead of having a 50% action forward like Sparkle did, you had a full one just like Bronya, so big W. Thanks to one of the bonus traces, you can cleanse, so that's going to be a really nice thing as well. Seeing his talent gives a big 20% increase to crit rate to the person you do use a skill on was absolutely insane. And then especially with the fact that Gain the Light Cone turns him into SP positive character, so any team Bronya was on practically made Sunday better. I was super excited for it because I use Sparkle a ton, and I still do. I still try teams with Sparkle even though Sunday is released. But Bronya, I only really use her on the Boot Hill team, but effectively she's been replaced. And so seeing everything he did in his kit, I was super excited because I love action forward and characters. It's also good because it looked like he was going to be more of a summon related character where the others would be better on non-summoned characters, but Sunday, when the summon meta did properly start, he would effectively pull ahead. Thankfully, that wasn't the case, and Sunday is usually just better in practically every scenario. There are a few where one or the other might pull ahead, so someone like Bronya or Sparkle might be a bit better in certain cases, but for the most part, Sunday does pull ahead. And so I was super excited. I couldn't wait to try him on teams with Feixiao, with Acheron, with Hyper Carry Dr. Ratio, especially with Boot Hill. I couldn't wait to try that. I couldn't wait to try him with Zele as well. I also really couldn't wait to do another Hyper Carry Aventurine build. And so yeah, I was super excited. And then we do get to the day where he did release. I ended up getting him E0 with his light cone. Not E0, I ended up getting him E1 with his light cone. Super happy because with the actual E1, he's able to now allow allies to ignore defense, and if they have a summon, further increase that defense ignore for the summon. So anytime I did test him with Jing Wan, he would obviously do more damage because now Jing Wan's summon can ignore more of the enemy's defense. And then the light cone providing a good buff, giving energy to Sunday himself, and also allowing him to be skill point positive has let a lot of setups and a lot more fun throughout the rotation, effectively making it more comfy as well. Overall, just fantastic pick all around. Getting him E0 S0, practically a perfect character right there. Grab his light cone, now he's skill point positive, gives energy to himself, easily able to have 3 turn ult uptime. On top of that, further increases damage that your DPS can do by giving them a buff. So taking this character that's already so good at E0, giving him this insanely good Harmony Light Cone, which is practically the best Harmony Light Cone there is, ignoring Dance 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 because we know how broken Dance 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 could be. And then you also just have this monstrosity of a character in a good way, because Sunday practically with those two just does everything. He can give you skill points, he can give you a full turn, give you really good buffs, is almost universal because obviously with dog characters you don't want to use them, and with break characters that isn't Boot Hill then you don't want to use them either. And so every team I tested him on, with Feixiao he cooked, with Acheron he cooked, on Zele teams he especially cooks, Hyperspeed with Boot Hill, very broken. The amount of crit rate to crit damage my Boot Hill has in battle thanks to Sunday, so Boot Hill has the full stacks from the Relics that Sunday has, being the relieved ordeal, and then him also giving the crit damage buff and the crit rate buff to Boot Hill thanks to Boot Hill's trace. It's so funny seeing in game how Boot Hill has like 90% crit rate and like 200+% crit damage, because this is supposed to be a break character. He's a break character with the crit, and the crit ratio just looks so funny because it's still a main break character. And yeah, the damage definitely did go up with Sunday's buffs over Bronya. It's been such a nice increase, especially with the energy letting you get that more often, so you can do more implants on people that might not have the physical weakness or delay their action, lower the toughness even more. Everything just works so well. And yeah, I have tried both -1 speed-ish, like so maybe -2 speed, -3 speed, and I've also tried hyper speed. It kind of pains me that hyper speed is nowhere near as good as the -1 speed, since the hyper speed was really good for Sparkle because of her 50% action forward, for Bronya because she was skill point negative, so the 160 speed and the basic attack did help out. But Sunday effectively, since especially with this light cone, -1 speed is practically always better unless you're doing boot hill or maybe even a Zele team. It kind of pains me that the hyper speed is not nearly as good as opposed to the -1 speed, since -1 speed lets you get more output, effectively being more speed overall. Just the beginning is the only little bit issue. If you do get attacked, that might mess up your rotations and such. Since hyper speed with the 160 plus speed, you can practically always go first in MOC and such, so letting you set up right away and all that kind of stuff. Eventually it does equate to less output anyways, and hyper speed is a lot more easier to do because you don't have to tune your DPS to go 1 above Sundays or 2 above Sundays. It's a lot easier just to have Sunday at the 160 speed and then your DPS at base speed pretty much. But I have dabbled in both. I've had the -1 speed or -1-ish. I've had the hyper speed, and both sides still cook. I've zero cycled with the 160 speed. I've zero cycled with the -1 speed. And yeah, I could definitely see, obviously -1 speed is going to be better overall, but with me personally, I kind of want to leave him at 160 speed just because of how many DPSs I do use and how many I want to try out, and especially with the incoming potential summon meta and the stuff that we kind of do know about Aglia. It does seem like Aglia herself, which will love to have Sunday on the team, is going to be an extremely fast built character. And to do -1 speed on someone like Aglia, you're going to be well above 160 speed anyways. So eventually it's going to get to a point where having above 160 speed for these summoned characters, if they all function towards a meta where they're really fast, having above 160 speed is probably going to become the more norm. But with current DPSs, overall the -1 speed at around breakpoint speed is going to be the better one, where you leave your Sunday at about 134 speed and your DPS at 135. Right now that is practically better in every single case that is not Zele and not boot hill, and also not if you're doing the double hyper carry. So if you're doing Sparkle 161 speed, then Sunday 160 speed, that's the only other case where it's not. Unfortunately, when it comes to anything else though, 160 speed Sunday isn't that crazy, but still gets the job done. Fantastic character. He is not disappointed me in any way. Either builds, -1 speed, hyper speed, his buffs insane, the DPS he functions with insane, the fun stuff I can do with Zele, DPS of Aventurine, hyper carries, 160 speed Sundays, and just high speed characters. It's such a fun time, and he is definitely one of the best harmony characters in the game. Definitely a fantastic pickup for practically almost anyone in my opinion. If you're interested in the summon meta in any way, shape, or form, you want to get Sunday. Not only does he benefit practically any non-dot or break unit that isn't boot hill, he's going to be the best install for every single summon character going forward. So a fantastic investment to do now, and a fantastic investment to have in the future when more summon characters do release. And yep, to me personally, he's been super fun to use with the existing characters. Even using Jinghua doesn't feel like absolute garbage anymore, so using him is somewhat more enjoyable. And I cannot wait for Aglia to be released. I cannot wait for the future summon units to be released, where Sunday is going to be just gaining value and value. If he's already this up to practically tier 0 harmony support, I can't wait to see what he does become when he does get pushed into the meta even more, thanks to the fact that summons are crazy. Him already being so good with existing DPSs, and then the summon meta being the main focus, and then him being the main focus for that. I cannot wait to see how good it's going to be, and especially how fun it's going to be to have a fast Sunday with the fast summon character. I just cannot wait. And I also am now trying to get a really fast build where I get eagle pieces. I'm pretty much just farming a relic cavern that I would need normally, and instead of making the pieces that I would need, I'm making eagle sets. Gonna try to get eagle sets, bunch of speed, do some dance shenanigans. I'm starting to dabble in the speed tuning like that. I want to try to get 3 cycles in 1 rotation if I can. I want to try all that kind of fun stuff, so hopefully that goes well. Sunday's gonna be a fantastic character to experiment with that at least. So if I can get that to happen, I will obviously update you guys if it's really fun or not. I don't have any ego pieces, so it's gonna take a minute for that to even happen, but yep, I'm dabbling in that too because it also seems like a ton of fun. But yeah, overall super happy with Sunday's performance. 0 complaints at all. Perfect for the DPSs I use, perfect for the future meta that's going to be coming in that I'm going to also be using. Extremely happy with this performance. And yep, that is the video. That is all my first impressions on Sunday. If you guys did summon for him, let me know how you guys are enjoying him as well. And once again, if you guys found this video enjoyable or even helpful for my own views that you might want to add on to your overlook, be sure to drop a like. It would be greatly appreciated. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon. Make sure to also join the Discord. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment below. And thank you for watching. Peace out.